Hello everyone, Keza here today, bringing you the footage of the Nujelm town invasion and housing rush. This was a pretty crazy event. I didn't care at all to get a house here, but just coming for the town invasion was pretty awesome. It wasn't the whole town of Nujelm, it was just the northwest area where the graveyard is. It extended down a little bit as the guard zones will be changing, or I guess they have changed now. And there was just a lot more undead there, and there was a lot of people there, and a lot of craziness. So I went out with my imps first, and after killing just the second mini-boss, I found out there are special town invasion event trophies dropping. And you know, with cool stuff like that dropping, I had to bring out the main build with the Frenzied Ostards pretty quickly. Now again, if you haven't seen my videos before, these things with the imps and the Frenzied Ostards, this is not actually something that people do. It's not like a thing. It's more like something I do because I'm crazy and I try really weird stuff with tames and somehow make it work. But you're welcome to try Frenzied Ostards if you'd like. Learning how to control a pack of 8 of them, or I usually run a pack of 7 of them, and basically moving around and keeping them all healed is definitely quite an effort. And you can see there someone wasn't exactly happy with my being there, I guess, or they're just looking for someone to PK, which they actually did end up killing me here. I just ran around hoping some other blue would maybe take care of them, but that was not the case. Anyhow, that was a short delay. I was back up and running pretty quickly. I also found out that it wasn't just the mini-bosses dropping these events trophies. There was also the Surfer trophies dropping off things like the Walking Dead and the lesser minion mobs every now and then. So I killed them. I killed pretty much everything that was near me. One of the more entertaining moments is when I saw that royal mummy spawn right next to me. I was like, oh man, I'm totally going to attack this thing. And yeah, that didn't turn out well for my Ostards or myself. But I did have a little bit more success against some of the other bosses that spawned while we watched the clock go down till housing placement opened, which is, I mean, really what this event was about. Again, I really had no interest in placing houses. Another funny moment was when I ran into the second Black Knight that decided it wanted to spam its AoE repeatedly on my Ostards, and yeah, that clearly ended in mass death. If you don't like, you know, having your pets in skill loss all the time, and basically never being maxed out, this is definitely not a build for you. I know there are a lot of people who want to keep their dragons at close to 7x GM. I mean, that's all good for you if you have dragons, because they are going to die a whole lot less than these things. But as you can see, they just got repeatedly pummeled by groups of mobs, people running away, people trying to place houses now, and I mean, just lots of craziness going on. You take a bunch of lesser tames into the mess, and it gets bad. It gets bad really fast. But you can see there the first house went up, and from this point on, people were a little less interested in killing mobs, unless there was a boss, of course. There was another royal mummy, but I didn't even want to touch that thing. So that was pretty much the whole fighting part of the event in a nutshell for me. While I was, you know, running around and all my Ostards were dying, there was also some faction fighting, some regular PvP going on, red versus blue, and then, you know, all the other regular PVM going on around it. It was pretty nuts. So there is actually a housing spot that is just north of here on the other side of the graveyard, which is going to be an awesome house for Halloween next year. And then there's housing placement, which is right off the road next to that gate. I believe there's also another house near it now. One on the road. There's a few more spots down here. Some of these can definitely be a little bit larger, I think. It'll be interesting to see what players put up in the future. There might even be more spots available while I was filming this. I didn't even bother to check anything out. But yeah, if you guys are interested in new housing options, I think there's going to be 2 more land rushes. soon after this video is posted. And even if you don't want a house, I mean, there's lots of goodies. I ended up getting a good amount of holiday coins, like I don't know, it's 13 or 14 trophies. So yeah, just get out there for these housing rushes and get cool stuff, because it is always a one-time deal. So if I'm ever online and these things are going down, you can bet I'll be there. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them here, and hopefully I'll see you around, maybe even at the next land rush. Later.